A very warm welcome to today's session. Dear students, today we will discuss yet another interesting topic which is gametogenesis. Last class रे हमें male female reproductive system पढ़ी थिले. Each system रो final product, that is the formation of your gonads, testis आउ ovary रो कौन कौन functional aspect थिला ताकू details रे देखी थिले. तार structural components, physiology सबू हमें details रे पढ़ी थिले last class रे. आज कौन करिबा लास्ट क्लास रे जोठी हमें प्राइमरी सेक्स ऑर्गन्स, सेकेंडरी सेक्स ऑर्गन्स एंड हाउ दिस ऑल दिस पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गन्स दे कोऑर्डिनेट टुगेदर एंड वर्क टुगेदर इन द ह्यूमन बॉडी टू प्रोड्यूस viable gametes. This process is called as your gametogenesis. तेणु आमे आज डिटेल्स रे gametogenesis पढ़िबा both in male and females. So we can define it as a process of gamete formation in sexually reproducing animals. जेतेबेले आमे कहूचे sexually reproducing animals ता माने those that will contain two different type of cells. They are somatic cells and germinal cells. Somatic cells are located throughout your body and these are diploid cells, and they will always multiply by mitosis, whereas your germinal cells are restricted only to the gonads and they will multiply by the process of meiosis. Mitosis meiosis तो पिला माने आगुरु जानी थिबो. Mitosis is equatorial division हुए आउ तमरो genomic number जहा थिला सेया रहिबो. But in case of meiosis reduction division हुए, if we start with 2n we get haploid number of end products. ताहले जेतेबेले हमर germinal cells रे meiosis process चालुची गोटे diploid cell कौन करुची it undergoes meiosis 1 and 2 to produce haploid cells. ए entire process टाको हमें कहिबा gametogenesis. Now the formation of male gamete हला हमर sperm, तार formation को हमें कहिबा spermatogenesis. और female gamete which is your ovum ताको कहिबा हमें oogenesis. Now coming to the details of spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis हमें जानिचे it will take place in case of male. ताहले को जगह रे हबो. Last class already we have discussed that your testis will contain seminiferous tubule और ए seminiferous tubule रे ही sperm तैयारी हुए. So this is the site for spermatogenesis. The formation takes place or it takes around 65 to 75 days in case of man. And we can divide this entire process into two broad parts. They are your spermatocytogenesis and spermiogenesis. Spermatocytogenesis रे कौन हबो ना हमरो प्राइमरी जो spermatogonial cells अछि और your spermatogonium जे पर्यंत it is converted to the spermatids, we say the entire process as spermatocytogenesis. किंतु जेतेबेले सेही spermatid टा convert होची to spermatozoa, ए transition टाको हमें कहिबा it is spermiogenesis. Once हमरो spermatozoa और sperm production हे गला जेतेबेले से release हबो कोड की release हबो तमरो seminiferous tubule रे तैयारी हला to the lumen it will be released. seminiferous tubule और lumen को release हबो sperm टा ए release process टाको कहा जाए spermiation. ताहले आसो सबुतक डिटेल्स रे देखिबा. फर्स्ट देखिबा spermatocytogenesis or how from a spermatogonia the spermatids are formed. This entire process can be divided into three parts. First कौन हबो ना multiplication हबो. हमरो जोटा spermatogonial cells थिला सेटा mitotically divide करिवो, it will multiply to form a large number of spermatogonial cells. Now these spermatogonial cells will grow in size. जेतेबेले growth phase हमरो start होची सेतेबेले कोन होची ना तमरो spermatogonia रो size बढ़ी जाउची, DNA replication होची और protein synthesis होची. Once this entire growth phase is completed, these will move into the maturation phase. Maturation phase रे हमरो primary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis 1 to form two secondary spermatocytes. Okay, it a reduction division hela. तेणु तमरो 2n is now converted to n. दीटा सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट तैयारी हैला which are haploid. Now these secondary spermatocytes will undergo meiosis II to form 4 haploid spermatids. एठी up to spermatid formation ए entire process को आमे कहिबा कोन ना spermatocytogenesis. तापरे next part होची spermiogenesis. हमर जो spermatid formation हे गला ए spermatid रू जेतबेले spermatozoa तैयारी हबो this entire process is called as spermiogenesis. एथरे किछिटा structural changes हुए so that जब हमर गोल है कि जो structurally गोटे non motile sperm थिला non motile spermatid थिला से spermatid टा convert हबो to a motile spermatozoa and this entire process is called as spermiogenesis. Slide रे जो diagram टी देछि से diagram रे तमने देखि पारथिबो entire spermatocytogenesis phase is divided into multiplication and growth phase, maturation phase, then spermiogenesis रे कोन होछि ना हमर spermatid रू sperm conversion होछि. So कोन कोन transformations होछि गोटे sperm रे हमर head formation हबो, tail formation हबो आउ तर mitochondrial arrangements तैयारी हबो around the axial filaments. So what these all these transformations of a non-motile, rounded and haploid spermatid to a functional motile spermatozoa is called as spermiogenesis. एठी sperm रो differentiation हुए ए particular stage रे कोन हुए तार nucleus टा elongated हे जिवो the Golgi complex will form the acrosome. Acrosome टा कोन करे ना it contains different kind of enzymes जे कि sperm को ovarian layer को permit करया ପାଇଁ कि or to enter into the ovarian layer these enzymes will help the sperm. तापरे कोन हबो ना centriole repositioning हुए दीटा centriole थाए गोटे हला proximal गोटे हला distal centriole and the repositioning takes place in this differentiation stage. The distal centriole will act as a basal granule for the entire axial filament formation. आउ कोन हुए आउ changes हला mitochondria will form the spiral around the axial filament जोटा तमरो centriole रो base रो start है कि axial filament तैयारी कला ता चारि कड़रे mitochondrial sheath will wind up to form a spiral like structure. The cytoplasm will be condensed and the plasma membrane will extend over the entire length of the sperm except the last part. Last part is the end piece of sperm. एठी जहाँ हमें डिस्कशन कले चेंजेस गुड़ा देखो फर्स्ट रे ए डायग्राम रे अच्छी गोटे राउंड नॉन मोटाइल sperm which is gradually changing into a functional sperm. Okay, these are the different stages of spermiogenesis. एठी acrosomal cap तैयारी होची distal और proximal centriole रो repositioning भी होची axial filament चारि कड़रे तमे देखो mitochondrial sheath भी rearrange होची तापरे finally जोटा हमरो structurally functional sperm. This is the structure of a mature तो कहि परिबानी हमें it is the structure of the sperm which is formed after spermiogenesis. This sperm will have 4 parts. First is the head part which will contain the acrosomal cap and the nucleus. Then we have the nape which is a short piece between the head and the middle piece and it will contain your proximal and distal centrioles. Then we have the middle piece which is the cylindrical shaft like structure and it will contain your mitochondria which is coiled around the axial filament. Finally, the tail piece which is the main piece because it will help in propelling this particular sperm into the vaginal tract of female. Now, what are the significance of this entire process of spermatogenesis? कौन necessity अच्छी ए particular process रो आमे देखुचे कौन ना गोटे primary spermatogonial cell is being converted to haploid sperms. One spermatogonia is producing 4 haploid sperms and then what these haploid sperms upon fertilization they will form diploid zygotes. जदि एठी haploid maintain न होई थांता ताहले हमरो 2n नंबर जदि रही थांता final product जेतळे zygote रे 2n from male 2n from female आसीबो, then it will form a 4n individual which will distort your genetic makeup. तेणु एठी से कोन करछि, it is restoring the diploidy condition in zygote by creating haploid gametes, which is a very important feature for maintaining a species specific constancy in nature. आउ कोन होछि ना meiosis रे तमरो क्रॉसिंग ओवर हबो. क्रॉसिंग ओवर रे पिला माने कोन हुए ना, here exchange of genetic material will take place and these exchange will lead to variations. जदि आमे समस्ते एका भलिया देखा जिबा, आवर माने हमरो मेकअप भी एका भलिया, build भी एका भलिया, then we cannot differentiate one from the other. So these variations not only in the physical appearance but in your ability to perform various physiological activities. तम genetic level ro changes which is leading to variation in nature will allow you or it will enable you to fit into an environment either successfully or jadi genetic makeup tamaro weaker rahila, then the weaker ones will perish. So this plays an important role in nature because variation is maintained by this particular process. आउ कौन होची ए प्रोसेस रे ना हमरो entire animal world रे whenever the spermatogenesis is going on, it is indicating that everywhere this haploidy is maintained in sexual reproduction. So this also gives us an idea that it is an important phenomenon for the entire animal kingdom. ताहले आमे देखिबा जे ए entire process टा केमिति regulate होची hormonally. जदि regulate न होबो, it will lead to various kind of disorders starting from the you can say distortion of your genetic makeup to many variety of diseases it can lead to. So how this particular process of spermatogenesis is regulated, ताको आमे कहबा hormonal control of spermatogenesis. आमे last class रे भी discussion करिथिले how these hormones play an important part in regulating your reproductive structures. आज देखिबा एमाने केमती spermatogenesis को control करिवे. We have the hypothalamus, तमा endocrine knowledge रो जानी थिबो. We have hypothalamus which will release gonadotropin releasing hormone. These gonadotropin releasing hormones will activate your pituitary gland to secrete follicular stimulating hormones and luteinizing hormones. ए दुटा हार्मोन रो काम कोन ना FSH करिवो follicle को stimulate करिवो. ता माने कोन, it will act on the Sertoli cells to trigger the process of spermatogenesis. Sperm production रे it will help or assist, and LH रो काम कोन ना, it will trigger the Leydig cells or interstitial cells to secrete testosterone. Now all these hormones will act on your reproductive system to enhance spermatogenesis and produce male hormones. जेतेबेले testosterone level blood रे बढ़ी जिवो, it will send a negative feedback जे नाई मोर जेतिकी level requirement थिला, I have got the required level. Now you shut down the release of gonadotropin from the hypothalamus. Thereby it will regulate the entire process of gametogenesis. ताहले आमे आज जहा देखिले जे entire process रे तमरा number constant रहुची, species specificity maintain करा होची, आउ hormonally regulate हेकी जिनसटा entire body रे काम करूची. So I hope all of you have clearly understood spermatogenesis, how it is taking place, and I hope you can answer whatever will be asked in the examinations. ताहले आमे spermatogenesis देखिले. एबे discussion करिबा oogenesis. Spermatogenesis to be ahuri interesting. Oogenesis काहे कि ना, it starts when the baby is there in the mother's womb. Spermatogenesis to puberty pore start habo male case re, but oogenesis will start even when the child is inside the mother's womb. In human embryo, around 1000 oogonia divides mitotically between the 2nd to 7th month of development in the womb, and it will form around 7 million germ cells. Can you imagine such a huge number of germ cells, that too in the prenatal condition is already being formed. Now, out of these millions of germ cells that will be formed, many will undergo degeneration, automatic degeneration. It is a natural principle which will maintain the numbers to a limit, and this process is called as atresia. Egudaka sabu even before the child has taken birth, it will be occurring inside the mother's womb. So, तापरे कौन हुए ना जहाँ रहीगला the remaining ones will enter into meiotic division. meiotic division को enter सिना करी जाए किंतु complete करी पारेनी, तेणु आमरो जो 2n नंबर टा haploid को convert हवा आगुरु ही block है कि रही जाए. Now, this block is at the diplotin stage of meiotic prophase, and this will continue till the girl achieves puberty. तेणु तापरे जहाँ process होची सेटा आमरो puberty परे changes which we will study in details. ए diagram टिरे देखो तमरो fetal ovary जेतेबेले fetus टा mother रो womb भितर अछि सेतेबेले ही तारो primordial germ cells रे already division start हे जायछि to form the primordial follicle. Now, till puberty there is no specific change. After it attains puberty, these follicles will undergo maturation and ovulation will take place to produce a viable ovum or egg cell. ए डायग्राम रे आमे गोटे स्कीमेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन देखुचे oogenesis रो कोन होची पिला माने देखो. फर्स्ट ओगोनियम आमे जानिचे इट्स अ डिप्लॉयड सेल that will undergo meiosis 1 to form primary oocytes जोटा स्टार्ट हे जाउची हम प्रीनाटल पीरियड रे. आउ ए जो प्राइमरी oocyte गुडा को तयारी होची ए गुडा का हमरो meiosis 1 कंप्लीट करि पारुनी, तेनु ब्लॉक हे कि तमरो uterine cavity sorry in the womb only it will remain as such in the blocked condition. तापरे after puberty these primary oocytes will complete meiosis 1 which will produce a secondary oocyte. एठी आ गोटे इंटरेस्टिंग स्टेप ए जो secondary oocyte formation हैला ता सहित गोटे फर्स्ट पोलर बॉडी रिलीज होची. एठी हमरो haploidy will be maintained but cell रो साइज जदि आमे देखिबा गोटे पोलर बॉडी जहार कि छोटो साइटोप्लाज्म कंटेंट रहउची आउ गोटे secondary oocyte which has a normal cytoplasmic content. So, एटा नेचर रो गोटे मेथड to eliminate the 2n to n or to control your haploidy number, as well as it is also restoring all the cytoplasmic constituents in the secondary oocyte so that the zygote formation will not be hampered. Now, this secondary oocyte will undergo changes and it will enter into meiosis 2. First it will form the first polar body that has been formed will again divide to form 2 more polar bodies, and this particular secondary oocyte will undergo ovulation to produce a functional secondary oocyte. आमे जानिचे secondary oocyte रे एपर्यंत meiosis 2 भी complete हेई नाही. So, meiosis 2 जेपर्यंत हमर complete न होची we are not getting a viable egg until unless the process of fertilization has taken place. Amara secondary oocyte is not going to complete the meiosis 2. Only after the sperm comes and fertilizes the ovum that this process will be triggered and meiosis 2 will be completed. On the completion of meiosis 2, what will happen? Na tamara fertilized zygote re n number rahila from the mother or the egg ro haploidy maintain he ke rahila, sperm amara already haploid formation he sarthila. Now, the zygote will again become 2n. And in this process one more polar bodies will be formed. Now, what are the different phases? If we come to phases of oogenesis, जेमती आमरो different phases थिला spermatogenesis रे multiplication phase, growth phase, maturation phase, सेमती ए सेल रो डेवलपमेंट रे भी सेई तीनटा बेसिक स्टेप्स रहइबो. मल्टीप्लिकेशन फेज रे कोन हबो ना तमरो प्राइमोर्डियल जर्म सेल्स जोटा कि योक साक रो माइग्रेट करिके आसीथिबो that will divide repeatedly to form the ogonial cells. Now, in the growth phase the primary oocyte will grow in size. It will be enormously accumulated by fat, protein accumulation hobo, cytoplasm रे तार contents बढ़िबारे लागिबो, protein synthesis hobo DNA replication habo, Golgi apparatus, ribosomes, everything will become functional, and then in the maturation phase what will happen? The meiotic division will occur and it will culminate in the formation of large ovum with 3 small polar bodies. A diagram tere dekho gote primary follicle ro structure dekhaichi जो थरे कि भितरे तमरो प्राइमरी oocyte रहिला, सराउंडिंग ग्रानुलोसा लेयर्स रहिला आ बाहरे तमरो रहिला थिकल सेल्स. तापरे सेकेंडरी फॉलिकल तयारी होची जो थरे कि धीरे धीरे एंट्रल कैविटी बढ़िला. मैच्योर ग्राफियन फॉलिकल जेतेबेले तयारी होची तमरो एंट्रल कैविटी रो साइज आउरी बढ़ी जाउची. नाउ द एंटायर oogenesis process has been shown in this particular slide जोटा कि कोरिलेट करची तार फॉलिकुलर चेंजेस केमती होची. विथ द oogenesis process आमे folliculogenesis को भी कंपेयर करके इस स्लाइड रे देखि परिबा. एंड अगेन लाइक द स्पर्म द डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ ओवा विल have various changes. सेतरे तमरो न्यूक्लियस will enlarge, cytoplasmic changes हबो जोथरे mitochondria will increase in number, Golgi bodies will disappear in the mature oocytes, and the membranes of the endoplasmic reticulum will not have the ribosomes, and also there will be formation of cortical granules. Now coming to the significance, what is the significance of this particular process? Compared to your spermatogenesis, here also 4 cells are produced at the end, one being a ovum, functional ovum, and 3 polar bodies are formed. Now these polar bodies will maintain the haploid number in case of ovum, and it will also lead to genetic variations because of the crossing over that would have been taken place. Now coming to a comparative account of the spermatogenesis that we have already discussed and the oogenesis that we just now covered. A diagram टारे पिला माने देखि परथुवो मु एटी stages रे haploidy diploidy numbers maintain करिछि and how this particular spermatogonial cell is forming the mature sperm which is haploid in number, and here in oogenesis your primary oocyte is finally giving you a secondary oocyte. These secondary oocytes upon the initiation of fertilization they are entering into the regained stage of the previously blocked meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 complete करूचंती, release करूची गोटे second polar body ए जगह रे, and it is forming a viable ovum. Now this ovum and the released sperm after fertilization they will make a zygote which will again keep the species number constant. It will maintain the 2n number in the zygote. Now what is the most exciting part over here? एटी देखो nature रे केबे differentiate केही करंतिनी between a male and a female. Here we get 4 cells, haploid cells. Here also we get 4 cells. So there is absolutely no differentiation in nature when we come to even gametogenesis. And with all this similarities, we can say that each individual or each species has equal chance of survival, and genetically if we are competent enough to survive, to thrive in a challenging environment, that is the best part of being alive. I hope this would have been useful for you, and again we will continue with some more interesting chapters. Today we will discuss yet another interesting topic, which is menstrual cycle. What is this menstrual cycle? It is a periodic discharge of blood and the slot of endometrium from the uterus through the vagina. Okay. Jama besto honi, jamaru difficult topic nuhe, it's a very easy one, and I am sure by the end of this all of you will be able to answer everything that will be asked from this particular unit. Kona ei cycle ta? It is a cycle in which there is rapid decline in the ovarian production of certain hormones that will lead to degeneration of your previously formed endometrial lining of the uterine cavity. आम जिते फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम पढ़ी से 3टा लेयर देखी यूटेरस रो पेरीमेट्रियम मायोमेट्रियम आउ एंडोमेट्रियम जिते एंडोमेट्रियम रे चेंजेस हुए ड्यू टू दी रेगुलेशन ऑफ सर्टेन हार्मोन्स सेते कौन हुए ना तुमर फर्टिलाइजेशन बेले गोटे फेट रुहे एंडोमेट्रियम रो आ जदि फर्टिलाइजेशन न होची ताले आउ गोटे फेट रुहे ए सबो जिंस केमती हाउ इट इज कमिंग टुगेदर to complete a particular cycle is what we are going to discuss today. Now, this entire thing is called as your menstrual cycle, and whenever this particular cycle ceases in our body, that part we call it as menopause. Now, the entire cycle can be divided into 4 phases: the follicular phase, the ovulatory phase, then we have the luteal or the secretory phase, and then the menstrual or bleeding phase. कौन एगुड़ाक सब टिके डिटेल्स रे देखिबा. Now, the follicular phase आग कहि दिए that this entire cycle is of 28 to 30 days duration जोटा के हमें monthly cycles भी कहू. Out of these 28 days duration मु each part रो को दिन रो को दिन तार duration mention करिबी आ कोन कोन changes होची सेटा हमें देखिबा. So, first phase is our follicular phase जो थे follicular development हुए. The overall FSH secretion increases. FSH body ले कौन हबो follicle को stimulate करिबो to grow. It's a follicle stimulating hormone. So, this will stimulate the growth of certain recruited follicles. Out of the 1000 of follicles that are there in your ovary, some recruited follicles will be allowed to increase in size. Then what will happen? The circulating levels of LH or luteinizing hormone will slowly increase beginning 1 to 2 days after the increase in FSH. Now, during the late follicular phase, this follicle which has grown in size will be ready for ovulation. Now, when this stage comes, the FSH level will go down कारण आमर follicle already develop हेई सारची आमर further FSH requirement nahi. So, the LH levels will be less affected and FSH level will go down, and then this particular ovulatory phase will lead to the ovulation of the secondary oocyte. Now, it is mostly it will happen in the 14th day of the cycle. What happens here? Progesterone levels will begin to increase. Once your ovum is discharged, the remaining part that is left will be called as your corpus luteum, and that will start to secrete progesterone, which will increase its level in the blood. Now, the stored LH will be released in massive amounts, which is called as your LH surge, and this will lead to the proper ovulatory or the proper ovulation function. Now, it will stimulate the enzymes that will initiate the breakdown of the follicular wall, and the ovum will be released to the outside. The completion of the first meiotic division of the oocyte will take place within about 36 hours. Now, next to that is your secretory phase or your luteal phase. What is it? Now, it takes place from day 15 to 28. In this phase, the dominant follicle is transferred to or transformed into a corpus luteum, and the ova which is already released in the ovulatory phase, both of these they will work in coordination. Now, the released ovum will travel through the fallopian tube, and the corpus luteum will increase the progesterone secretions. Now, LH FSH level will decrease because we no more require folliculogenesis. Now, at this stage, if fertilization does not take place and there is no pregnancy, then the estradiol and progesterone levels will decrease, and the corpus luteum will degenerate into corpus albicans. But if there is successful fertilization and implantation, this particular corpus luteum will keep on secreting progesterone, which will maintain the endometrial lining in the initial days of pregnancy, and further it will be supported by the human chorionic gonadotrophin hormones that will be secreted by the embryo. The final one is our menstrual phase. After the secretory phase has taken place, the endometrium will break down in absence of pregnancy, and the endometrial cells along with the secretion, blood and all the extra secretory products along with your what I can say unfertilized ovum, everything will come out of the body and this will be called as your menstrual flow. This causes a reduced progesterone, or this reduced progesterone leads to all these changes in the endometrial lining. In this figure you can see the changes that are taking place in the ovary where a follicle is growing and it is converted into corpus luteum, and if failure of pregnancy, it is being converted to corpus albicans. Along with it you can see the hormonal changes, and so now we will see how these hormonal changes are being regulated. A particular slide रे तमने देखि पारथबो ovarian cycle रे changes तमने देखुचो, along with it uterine cycle रे endometrial changes भी देखि पारुचो. एबे देखिबा केमिति ए सब जिंस hormonally regulate होची. जेतेबेले LH और FSH secrete होची from the pituitary, it is helping in the follicular growth of these follicles. At the secondary follicle level, it will secrete estrogen. Thereafter, the ovum is released and the leftover part of the Graafian follicle is termed as your corpus luteum. This corpus luteum will secrete three major hormones. We have the estrogen secretion, inhibin as well as progesterone that are secreted from the corpus luteum. Among all these, progesterone is the major hormone that will play a role in maintaining the endometrial lining. How these three will regulate the FSH and LH level? The estrogen levels, when secondary follicle are being formed, estrogen is being secreted. At lower concentration, it will inhibit the LH, and at higher concentration, it will have a positive feedback on the luteinizing hormone. That means, जेतेबेले तमरो maturation or your Graafian follicle formation हबा आगुरु, just before that when secondary follicle is formed, our follicular phase is over. So, we no more require FSH. So, it is also negatively it is influencing the FSH secretion by the help of inhibin, which is further released from your corpus luteum. Similarly, progesterone hormone will signal the gonadotrophin releasing hormone to stop its secretion, because now we no more require folliculogenesis to take place, because at this stage we do not know if the fertilized egg is going to be successfully implanted or it is going to fall off. So, we require progesterone for maintenance of the endometrial lining. Tenu estrogen, inhibin, progesterone, they together create a balance and they take the responsibility to see that everything is maintained properly in the uterine as well as in the ovarian cycle. ताहले तमरो menstrual cycle रे मते लागुची आउ किछि डाउट नथिबो. जदि भी किछि डाउट रही गला आउ थरे you can go through all these slides and see if you are understanding it properly. Now that we have already discussed the menstrual cycle, let us see what happens if fertilization takes place, how this particular process occurs in our body. It is a complex process which will involve the fusion of haploid male and female gamete to produce a diploid zygote. Now, a process ପାଇଁ किछिटा basic requirement थाए. Those are, it requires a fluid medium, and as the lifespan of both the gametes are limited, so the process has to take place in a progressive way in a short window period. And in order to increase the probability of fertilization, there should be ample amount of sperms available for the process. Before this fertilization process can begin, there are two prerequisites. That is, the sperm that was produced in the epididymis is not yet mature. It will get its maturation after it will travel through the vaginal tract. So, what happens when it enters into the vaginal tract? A process called as capacitation takes place, which will enable these sperms to become able to fertilize the ovum. Now, what happens in capacitation? ए डायग्राम टे देख फर्स्ट पार्ट एटा लिखाई एपिडिडाइमल दीज आर एपिडिडाइमल प्रोटीन्स दैट आर linked to the sperm that is stored in your epididymis. After ejaculation, there are certain other plasma proteins from the seminal plasma secretions, some other proteins and carbohydrates, they come and attach to the surface. This will avoid in the fusion of male and female gametophyte. So, for this we need to remove all these extra protein coatings, and in the female vaginal tract there are bicarbonate ions which will help in this process. So, final diagram tare dekho, it is a capacitated sperm or the requisite changes to make it viable has already taken place. Aau gote requirement kono? Before the fertilization we should have a secondary oocyte available by the process of ovulation, and the sperm should move up to the oviduct so that the fertilization can take place properly, and this sperm has already been capacitated. So, in this diagram you can see a secondary follicle which is arrested in your meiotic division, complete heini amara meiotic division secondary oocyte रे एपर्यंत complete हेई नहीं, fertilization hela pare पुणी regain करिवो, and we see lot of capacitated sperms which will go to have a chance for fertilization. Now, what are the basic steps or the process of fertilization will include some basic steps that are chemoattraction, release of acrosomal enzymes, binding of the sperms to the extracellular envelopes of the ovum, passage through the extracellular envelope, and then fusion of the male and female pronuclei. Before that, there are two theories. One is a classical theory which is suggested by F. R. Lilly, and this is called as fertilizin anti-fertilizin reaction. The anti-fertilizin is present in sperm and fertilizin is present in ovum. They will act in a lock and key manner to facilitate this process of fertilization. एटा को हमें contact theory बोली कहू, classical theory of contact. आउ गोटे हैला modern theory of contact, जो थे कि तुम जोना पेलुसिडा लेयर थाए ओवम उपरे तार associatory proteins thandi. Now, these proteins they will link or they will bind with this acrosomal layer of the sperm body, and this will lead to acrosome formation. এই দুইটা ডায়াগ্রাম রে তুমি দেখি পারিবো আসিকি capacitated sperm টা bind করছে জোনা পেলোসিডা layer সহিত, and then it is releasing its acrosomal enzymes. Wow, these acrosomal enzymes, how they are released and what kind of reaction takes place? That the layer in this particular Jonas pellucidar layer of the ovum, these are layered with hyaluronic acids, okay, and they form an impermeable layer for the incoming sperms. When the sperm will come in contact with these layers, first they will release the contents of the acrosome, which contains hydrolytic enzymes, or we can say jetu taro hyaluronic acid achi, it will release hyaluronidase that will lead to disintegration of this particular layer. Membrane gote jetale disintegrate hobo, it will create a small hole through which this particular sperm can insert its genetic material. Once of the sperm enters into that particular hole, this nick or this gap in the membrane is closed again by the cortical reactions. Cortical granule kono? Now, these are certain membrane bound organelles that are present to the interior of your embryonic layer, where your sperm penetration will take place, and once nucleus the sperm enters, these cortical granules they will swell up and make the outer layer harder, so that no more further sperm entry will be possible. A diagram tare आउ टिके clearly तम concept clear हे जिवो. First देखो sperm makes contact with the egg, then the acrosomal hydrolytic enzymes are released. This acrosome reacts with the layer, releases the enzymes, there is a gap that is created in the membrane, and this will lead to cortical granule reactions. Now, when the sperm fuses with the egg plasma membrane, it will cause a local increase in the cytosolic calcium ion level. This signal will begin the egg development. जेतेबेले तमरो भितर एटमॉस्फेयर रे कैल्शियम आयन्स रो कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ी जिवो सेतेबेले it will start the development of the egg and initiation कहा जाए एटा को activation or initiation of the egg development भी हमें कहि परिबा, in which the cortical granules will release their contents by exocytosis and the altered zona layer becomes hardened to prevent polyspermy. Now, what are the changes that will take place for the metabolic activation of egg? These are, there will be a change in the permeability of the plasma membrane, ionic changes, भितरे ion concentrations गुड़ाक change हिजिबो, sodium, potassium, calcium रो concentration change हबो. There will be a change in the respiratory rate of the cell. There will be a change in rate of protein synthesis. There will be a initiation of the previously blocked meiotic pathway of the ovum. Now, जोटा हमारा secondary oocyte थिला, now that fertilization has occurred, this particular secondary oocyte will be triggered to take up the blocked meiotic sequences again. Once this pathway is unblocked, your second polar body is extruded and the remaining one will act as the female pronuclei, which is now ready for fertilization. तापरे कौन हबो? We have a male pronucleus and a female pronucleus. Now, these two will mix together, and this particular process of mixing of male and female pronuclei is called as amphimixis. This amphimixis will produce a diploid zygote and it will take place in the ampullary region of fallopian tube. Activation of the zygote will then start and it will divide mitotically to increase the number of cells. From this single diploid zygotic cell, a multicellular organism will develop. Now, coming to the significance of fertilization. It will stimulate the egg to complete its maturation. Without the fertilization stimulation, the meiotic II division cycle of the secondary oocyte will not be completed. Now, what will happen? The activation of the egg will start and cleavage will lead to growth of mass. Thereafter, the fertilization also helps in restoring the diploid number of chromosomes and it also induces variations among the individuals. The fertilization will also determine the sex of the organism and the membrane that will develop after the fertilization has taken place will prevent further sperm entry, which is polyspermy. And the major significance is it will introduce centrioles which were not there in the ovum. ताले आमे जहाँ सब आज पढ़िले सबुर गोटे क्लिप देखिबा, वीडियो क्लिप जोटे कि आउ टिके कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी रे हमको हेल्प करिवो. ए वीडियो क्लिप टरे आमे देखि परिबा एटा हला तमरो vaginal canal through which after intercourse millions of sperms are entering into the uterine cavity and now there few of them are reaching towards the released secondary oocyte. देखुथिबो कित्ते sperms release हेइथिले and now just a few are reaching the egg. Now, you see just one of them will be able to penetrate. जो blue color substance देखुछो, those are the acrosomal discharges, those are proteolytic enzymes that will create a hole in the layer of your ovum and this will allow this particular thing is your nucleus of the sperm. It is travelling towards the egg. Now, what happens during this entire process? This will lead to activation of the blocked metabolic pathway, that is your meiosis II, and the zygote will be formed and now you see the zygote is travelling through the uterine wall and there it will be implanted for further growth of the embryo. Uterine cavity re embed heigala au eta tame dekhi parthubo. This is again the developed child. So, after the video we have discussed all the aspects, we have seen a 3D animation of how the entire process takes place. Now, let us summarize whatever we have studied today. So, for fertilization to occur amaro dita basic necessity thila. One is your ovum and one was your sperm. Ovum, it was released into the fallopian tube, and in the fallopian tube through the vagina after the intercourse, the sperm will enter into the fallopian tube, and at the ampullary region or the ampullary portion, last class रे हमें fallopian tube रो different parts पढ़ी थिले. Ampulla is the first proximal part where your sperm will enter travelling via the entire vaginal tract. Say vaginal tract रे जेतेबेले sperm टा तमरो आसुची through the vaginal tract, एठी कौन होची ना capacitation of the sperm. Capacitation माने कौन? हमारा जो sperm थिला epididymis रे, sperm was produced from the seminiferous tubules. It was stored in the epididymis. During the course of intercourse, it will travel through the vaginal tract by the help of the penis, and in the vaginal tract it will encounter a completely different environment as compared to the one it was inside when it was in the vas deferens. So, a vaginal tract ro environment रे बहुत गुड़े ions थाए. Mostly your bicarbonate ions will trigger this process of capacitation. ए माने कौन करिवे ना, these will stimulate the capacitation procedure by removing certain proteins that are attached. एठी बहुत गुड़े प्रोटीन और कार्बोहाइड्रेट moieties थाए जोटा कि sperm entry into the ovum block करिबो. Suppose मोर ए sperm रो outer layer रे प्रोटीन और कार्बोहाइड्रेट लागिकी अछि, ताहले मोर एठी फ्यूजन टा पॉसिबल हबनी. दीटा जक लेयर फ्यूजन करिया पई मोर गोटे नेकेड सरफेस दरकार. दिस शुड बी नेकेड and the ovum should also allow the sperm entry. So, for that purpose maturation is required, and a step in maturation is capacitation of your sperm within the vaginal tract. Once capacitation complete हेई जाउची, it will travel through the vaginal tract. आ गोटे जिनस मने रखो, it is important over here. Any time the sperm will travel through the vaginal tract, it will be decapacitated, but there is no guarantee of fertilization because there should be a secondary oocyte available also. Without the proper availability of a secondary oocyte, there will be no fertilization. So, the two basic requirements, amaro first capacitation haba darkar, ଆଉ at the same time a secondary oocyte should be available for fertilization. Once both are available, as we have already discussed, they will fertilize and produce a zygote, and this zygote will come and it will be implanted in the uterine cavity. ताहले पिला माने आज जहाँ हमें डिस्कशन कले एंटायर मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल, फर्टिलाइजेशन हेले कौन हुए, फर्टिलाइजेशन फेलियर हेले कौन हुए, आउ फर्टिलाइजेशन केमिति हुए. होप everyone understood it clearly, and I also hope that whatever questions you face out of these portions, you will do it successfully in your examinations. Thank you.